Hey guys, and welcome to day 10. Today we're going to try to do something that I think is kind of fun. So today's assignment is all about the meteor shower that is happening a little bit tonight, but it's going to peak actually tomorrow night. Because of that, I've extended the deadline for all classes until Friday morning, which is when it should sort of peak. Let's kind of just go through this. So there's only one document here. Your rubric is basically just for answering the questions on it. And let's take a look. So the first thing, right now is actually a great time to see the Lyrid meteor shower. Not sure if I said that right, but that's okay. It's near constellation Lyra, so you may want to download an app on your phone, which is like a sky viewer, and you can sort of find the constellation better. This peaks every year on April 21st to the 23rd. It happens to coincide with a couple of things. So, number one, it's Earth Day, which is my favorite holiday besides Halloween. So I'm super pumped. And if we would have been in class, I would have had all the things, but I can't. So here we are. It also happens to coincide during a new moon. So you're going to want to see a meteor shower at a time in which the sky is the darkest and the clearest that it can be. So really, really dark skies tonight and for the next couple nights because of the new moon. Also, because of the coronavirus, there's been a reduction in air pollution just as there's been less traffic on the roads and just less production in general. So while it's not the most stunning meteor shower you could see during the year, it is like the best time for it. And I just thought this would be something kind of cool and neat for us to sort of do together, but apart. Meteor showers are the most visible from midnight till dawn, so between those early morning hours, because that's when the sky is the darkest. However, if you go out into any kind of rural area, if you happen to live at a place where there's not a whole lot of artificial light at night, then you should be able to see this throughout the night. You can see on this meteor shower anywhere from 10 to 15 meters per hour. It's not the brightest meteor shower, but it is the first meteor shower of the year. From January to March, there are no meteor showers that are visible, and they sort of peak in August, September, and December. There's like 3 different ones that are sort of the main events. It was, however, the first recorded meteor shower, which I thought was pretty cool. It was first recorded in China in 687 BC. So we've known about this for a while. If you would like more information, here's a link here that kind of walks you through like just how to see this meteor shower. A couple different things. So number one, you do not have to, emphasis, do not have to see this actually at your house by yourself, etc. You can live stream it here, which I'll just click real quick. There's going to be a weird music video playing that's kind of odd, but whatever. Okay, so this is a live stream across the globe. People check in over here about which countries they are in. While it is a live stream, it's the highlight. So it's a organization that puts together a lot of different telescopes, and they sort of show this. You do not need a telescope to view a meteor shower. A quick thing. You can, in fact, see it with the human eye, but they do sort of help. So if you have one, go ahead and set it up. Kudos to you for being awesome. And actually, let's see if we might see one here. Oh, see, right there in the corner. So if you would like to watch it on the highlight stream, you can do that. Let's start this. I don't know why they play like weird elevator music. So how to view this. So guys, this is why we're doing this assignment. I wanted to do something fun that was a virtual kind of field trip like thing, and gravity is the best time to do all the space stuff. That's the most honest answer. However, gravity has a huge effect on what gets pulled into the Earth's orbit and how those things actually relate to each other. Common misconception is that gravitational forces pull things into Earth, or that we are slowly getting closer to things. When we talked about black holes, I talked about how that's kind of a misconception, that a black hole will just like slowly start devouring everything. But that's not the case, because while gravity attracts things together, you guys saw in that cosmic explosion, saw there's other forces that sort of contradict that and make it to where things are not just always getting closer to each other. So, for instance, we are not being pulled in closer to the sun or to Jupiter. We have stayed not the same place, obviously, but we have sort of stayed in our orbit for a while. Not really sure how to quantify that. Either way, gravity, despite being an attractive force, is not the only force acting upon different bodies in the universe, different planets and stars and meteors, etc. So while we see meteor showers as an effect of the Earth's gravitational pull on certain debris in space, we aren't necessarily attracting them from outside of our gravitational field, outside our sphere of influence, so to say. So that is the official tie-in. Otherwise, just a real cool thing to do. Okay, so how to actually see a meteor shower if you are so interested. So again, you can just watch the live stream here. I just think that's less fun. Once upon a time, I was a very broke college student living in Jonesboro, Arkansas, of which there are 0 things to do there. And so me and some nerdy friends of mine got together and we decided to go watch some meteor showers, which was actually a pretty cool thing to do. In order to do this experience, number one, you need to be in an area that is not well lit at all. Rural areas, it needs to be dark, 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 very, very dark. Bring something comfortable to sit or lay on. You're going to be there for a little bit. You basically just watch the sky after that, which doesn't sound like something that's hard to do, but after a few minutes, you're going to be convinced that there's nothing there, that you were never going to see anything, and that this whole thing was a waste of time. In which case, I would recommend you go. There's a quote that watching meteor showers is kind of like fishing. Like, maybe you catch or see something, but you're kind of mostly there for the experience. Don't hang up all your hopes on just seeing a meteor shower. On that note, though, once you see one, it's really, really easy to see a lot of them. So what it is it'll look like a little streak of flashing light. And you probably won't actually see it just straight on. So actually, human eyes are best for viewing things in your peripheral vision off to the sides here. And so you'll kind of catch it off the side of your eye, and you'll be convinced that you're not really sure if you actually saw something or not. In which case, once you've seen that first one, spotting others becomes a lot easier as your eye sort of readjusts to the darkness. Again, the best peak for this is actually tomorrow night from about a little after midnight up until dawn, up until it starts to get bright again. And you should be able to view it, however, if you are an early night kind of person, around 10, 11 or so, then that would be okay too. Or again, you could just live stream it right here. It's going on right now. I just saw one like 20 minutes ago. So you guys can watch the meteor shower actually at your home or here. I'd like you to just answer this one reflection question on it. It's really about like, hey, how did that make you feel? Reflection. Are we alone in the universe? I don't care. Ramble in this spot, please. The other 6 questions relate back to these 2 articles, explain our understanding meteors and meteor showers, and if there's no gravity in space, then why do shooting stars fall? This one in particular is just a couple paragraphs, and it sort of addresses some misconceptions about gravity, about how Earth's gravity affects meteor showers and asteroids that are moving nearby, and astronauts in space. And then understanding meteors and meteor showers is just a few quick definitions about what these things are, what they look like, why they occur the same time every year, why they're named after the constellations that they are, and how this one isn't the best known for this. But one of the better ones peaks in September, and they tend to have like a ton of colors involved because these meteors are kind of composed of different minerals, and they burn up in space using different colors, which we would have learned about in spectroscopy. I would have drug you to go see it. All right, so this is your assignment, just answering these questions. I would recommend using these 2 articles because they really just lay out the answers to those questions in a nice sequential order. A quick note, we've been doing a lot of writing assignments, which I appreciate that you guys have been super awesome about, but I would not recommend maybe copying and pasting straight from Google, because sometimes you use words like inconsequential and infinitesimal, and for some reason I'm just stuck on the I's, and all of a sudden it's like in a different font and size than what the question was, and it's just like, make it a little less obvious, okay? Just a thought going forward. General life advice. Thank you. With that, guys, let me know if you have any questions, or check into the Google Meets. They're back up because I'm officially moved into my house and I have fixed almost all of my internet problems. All right. Have a good night, and hopefully go see some meteors. Maybe make a few wishes. Not sure if that actually works. That would actually be an example of confirmation bias, but hey, things are what they are at this point.